All right, Blue Jay fans and probably Mariner fans. Because we all knew the Toronto Blue Jays were going to start selling off. And we all knew that Yusei Kikuchi and a guy like Yimi Garcia would be traded. Well, the first domino to fall has fallen. Yimi Garcia has been traded to the Seattle Mariners in exchange for outfield prospect Jonathan Clase and catching prospect, is it Jacob Sharp, I believe it is. Let me confirm that. Jacob Sharp. That is correct. So, there's a lot to get to here. First off, Mariner fans, welcome in. Any new Blue Jay fans, welcome in. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, show me the love. Be great, because I'll be here throughout the entire trade deadline stuff, Blue Jays-wise, and for the rest of this miserable season we are about to endure, and whatever is to come down the road. So if you want to do that, that'd be great. Now, let me start with Mariner fans, because you guys are probably the fresh ones here. What did you guys get in Yimi Garcia? Well, first off, he's a rental relief arm. There's that. However, he has been elite this year for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's got like 5 different pitches. He throws 97, 98. He can touch 99 at times. He's a back end of your bullpen guy. We obviously know that Munoz is at the back end of the Mariners bullpen. But other than that, with Matt Brash, I'm assuming still hurt. Yimi Garcia is probably going to be right in there. He's going to be good. He's a great reliever. But for the Toronto Blue Jays side of things, that's all I can really say about Yimi Garcia. You got, again, it's all prospects, right? Prospects are lottery balls. Lottery balls that may be being good down the road. So you never really know. But what we do know is the Mariners organization has a really, really good farm system, right? Now, Jacob Sharp is not in their top 30, but he was just drafted last year, so we're going to get into him in a bit. Jonathan Clase was their 10th ranked prospect. Again, Blue Jay fans, I know we love to hate Ross, and I just ripped into him literally yesterday in my video. But getting the 10th best prospect in that organization, regardless of what it looks like down the road, 10th best prospect in that farm system for an expiring contract for a reliever, did a pretty damn good job. Now, what does Jonathan Clase say, Blue Jay fans? Because that's what I'm here to talk about. Well, he's a 22-year-old switch-hitting outfielder. Okay, so we'll start with that. He's 5'10", $150. Dude can fly. And yes, you guys know the scouting grades you see, right? It's like a 40 to 80 or 40 to, I think it's a 40-80 grade. He's got 70 run speed. Dude can flat out fly. Now, here is the bio that they have on their top 30 prospects. I'm going to read it to you guys. Clase has been long touted as the fastest runner in Seattle's organization, and he supported that designation with a historic 2023 when he stole 79 bases in 94 attempts at High A Everett and Double A Arkansas, to pair with 20 bombs to go along with that. He became the first player since records began tracking in 1961 to have a 20-70 season in the minors. That's crazy. It was perhaps a result of Clase finally being consistently healthy after dealing with multiple injuries, so that's something to keep an eye on. Albeit minor and more nagging in recent years, so that's good, nothing major. The obvious question after is what is next for the 2018 signing at the Dominican Republic. So he's been around Seattle's organization for quite a while. He finally got a taste of the big leagues of this season. And the numbers weren't great, but again, it's very minimal sample size, 19 games, I think it's 41 at bats, and that's his first taste of the big leagues. Now, you're coming here, you're going to get some opportunities. If the Jays find a way to move on from a guy like Kevin Kiermaier, you'll get a look. And as a switch-hitting outfielder who can fly, it's good stuff. His career minor league numbers is an 834 OPS, and if you want the most recent stuff, well, his 2024 numbers with Tacoma, he's hitting 274 with a 373 on base. So again, he draws his walks, right? He had 40 walks so far this season. And an OPS of 856. So very good numbers down there. Had 10 home runs in 59 games, which is a solid number. Obviously, 26 stolen bases in 59 games is ludicrous stuff. So he can flat out fly. The question is, will his bat translate? And that's something we're going to wait and see, right? That's what prospects are. Roll the dice, see what happens. But if you're looking at it on paper, he's had a great minor league career. He had a very small dip into the big leagues. And most recently, like 4 days ago, he played against the Angels and went 1 for 3 in that ball game, right? So that's kind of his thing. However, there's going to be a knock for a young player, right? Well, the knock for him is the strikeout. Now, for Blue Jay fans, the first thing I thought of when I heard that he has high strikeout numbers is I don't give a crap. I could care less. How many times have we heard this Jays organization say, oh, good bat-to-ball skills? Yeah, got zero pop, but he can hit a ground ball to short. Good for him. Like, I don't care. So if you're going to have some pop and have some swing and miss, I'll take that. I will. Because you look at his minor league numbers, right? You go to his last season. In 129 games, he had 165 strikeouts, right? And the year before was 107 games, 133 punch-outs. This year, a little bit less, it looks like. 59 games played, 72 punch-outs. But the steals have always been there. 31 in his first year, and that was only in 63 games. He had 55 the year after, 79 last year, and in this year so far, 26 stolen bases in AAA. So it's an interesting prospect. They're 10th ranked in the org for an expiring contract for a reliever. I mean, you got to take that. So who else did they get? I mean, they got another guy. Now, he is the lottery ball of all lottery balls, right? Jacob Sharp, American catcher. He's 22 years old, was drafted in the 17th round last year by the Seattle Mariners out of, where was it? Cal State? Fullerton? Am I right with that? I think I'm right. Or no, Fullerton College. Anyways, regardless of that. What is he, right? He's a 5'7" catcher, right? $180. So it ain't much to the guy. However, these are his numbers because that's all what we want to see, right? So let's go to the most recent stuff when he was 22 this year in A-ball, which he had never been to this point, right? This was his first year in A-ball with Modesto. And he hit 255 with a 339 on base, a 773 OPS. How many bombs? He had 6 home runs in 44 games. 18 walks to 19 strikeouts, so there's your good bat-to-ball skills for a catcher. Again, he's a lottery ball. You don't know what you're going to see, but another catching prospect to add to the organization. It never hurts. You got 2 22-year-old prospects for Yimi Garcia, one a top 10 in the organization. We'll take it and move on, all right? But for Yimi Garcia, I do want to say this. Jimmy, thank you very much. For these 2.5 years, man, it has been a wild one. Obviously, you know, it's been a roller coaster. His first year was great. Last year, not so much. And this year, he's been elite. But it is what it is. We're at that point where we got to let guys go and just recoup assets. And that's what they did. 2 assets for 1 expiring reliever. I keep saying that because it's a big thing. Because Kikuchi is an expiring contract as a lefty starting pitcher. I don't know what to expect. But I'm hoping for a similar package to this. We'll see, though. We will see, because Jimmy was probably one of the best relievers on the market, so it made sense why Seattle had to give up their 10th best prospect. But we'll see how everything pans out down the road, because that's what prospects are, right? So you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and are excited for Yimi Garcia, because I want to see him do well. He was a great soldier for this team for the last 2.5 seasons. And also, are you excited for Jonathan Clase and, yeah, to a lesser extent, but hopefully, you know, down the road, Jacob Sharp? Let me know your thoughts down below, any thoughts you have on each player. I just love that, you know, the versatility of Jonathan Clase. He's a switch-hitting outfielder. I mean, sign me up for that. He's 5'10", $150. There ain't much to him, but he can flat out fly. So we'll see how it plays as we keep going. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the trade for the Blue Jays, and if you're a Mariners fan, you like to trade for Seattle, let me know your thoughts down below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys. Jays edition, supposed to be tonight against the Texas Rangers. Probably will be that for sure. I'm expecting another trade, maybe, hopefully not tomorrow, because I'll be out all day tomorrow, but, you know, after that, let it fly. All right, so you know what, guys? Thank you so much for listening and watching. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so if you haven't done so already, follow up all that stuff. And we'll talk to you guys tonight at the very least. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are jacked up for this trade. We'll talk to you guys then.